Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome to my February layout shares. So for February, I had massive plans to not do a whole lot and really focus in on 30 days of sketches. That starts tomorrow. And that didn't really happen. I got a lot done. So I kept playing and I have a lot to share. So let's get right on into it. The first one here, they are not in order. The first one here is for a Spiegel Mom Scraps layout that I created. I used a cut file from Confessions of a Paper Addict and then went in and used a little bit of my How to Kill a Kit with Style, which is the Color Me Happy collection. So there's a little bit there, and the cut file itself is cut out of that. The rest of it is actually my stash. So it was a kind of a combination of stuff. I sprinkled, you can see all the sequins all over the place. This cute little photo of Jackson sleeping on the couch there. I believe he was sick that particular photo, but I really love how this turned out. It just makes me very happy. So there's that one. I even did some mixed media with a stencil and then added in little star sequins from Spiegel Mom Scraps that were like one of the very first things I ever got from them. So there's that one. This is my off the board for this month. I scrap lifted the fabulous Jackie, who's JQ Crafty. I loved the layout that she had created. I think she created it last year when she was part of the Paper Issues design team, and I loved what she did with the different colors and adding the hearts. Such a great way to use up the hearts from this collection that I was struggling with. So most of this is from my How to Kill a Kit with Style, with a little bit of stash that was actually just kind of thrown on my desk, thrown in. I had included this cut file and the sequins in my kit, so that was part of it as well. And then I got a few stickers that I was trying to work through. Used up two, and I love that. And my guy just happy, so chill. This was right before he went back to school and just loving life there. Really love how this turned out. And this one is one of the challenges from the scrap party this weekend. It was one of my takes for it. And I believe it was one of the, there were 7 things in total and you had to at least use 5. I might have gotten almost all of them used up. I know one of them was to use a critter, to use clouds. I got some hearts used up in there. Light and dark, so something black, which I did with framing my photos and the black and white photos, and then something light, which would be the brightness that I used, and of course some rainbow paper, using the collection for my How to Kill a Kit with Style, a background pre-mixed media background pattern paper back there. And I just love this. This is from Barrett, his birthday in January. These were taken in the morning when he was just happy and having fun. And this layout, just looking at it makes me happy. So yes, there's that one. This was my challenge for the scrap party. There is a process video for this one. There was not for the last one. And my challenge was simply there's an inspiration photo that I posted. And I just said, draw inspiration from it. So I drew inspiration from the colors. I did some mixed media and the color of the dress. And then just everything kind of popping up all over the place and the fun, bright colors. And that's kind of where I came from. Again, using my How to Kill a Kit with Style. And you guys, I got 6 photos on this layout, which makes me so happy. I got this cute little bunny used up as well. And then bit of a longer title, a piece of transparent, what do you call these little bits? Are they transparent? I can't think what you call them right now. But anyways, the clear acetate. I got a piece of acetate used up, which is always awesome. And yeah, I just love all the different ones. This is literally what the title says, and they were decorating cookies when my mom, like a year ago, because it's been that long since I've seen her, would come up once a week, and when Jackson and Nora would get home from daycare/school, they would do something fun with my mom. And this was right around Easter, so they were decorating Easter egg cookies. All right, here's one that doesn't have a process video and is not using my How to Kill a Kit with Style, so that's good. This one is actually for the She's Crafty. I believe I got caught up to week 5. I think I'm at week 5, if I'm correct. So this is, anyways, and then I need to catch up. I'm behind now by a couple weeks, but this is the last one I've been able to do, and it was the one that had all the circles kind of trickling down. So went with that. I was working with a Paige Evans 6x6 paper pad, trying to get most of that killed. I have 2 pieces of pattern paper left from that collection, so I did well with that. And I just had fun. Use these cute photos of Nora after she was playing in the water, just sitting with a little towel on her head, and she's watching her brothers. It's really funny, but she's just having a good old time, and added all sorts of fun summer themed stuff. I did take photos of you, see? Oh. Okay, go watch your show, okay?
Let me see ya.
So pretty, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, go watch your show. Mommy's just trying to talk, okay? Bye. And an appearance from Nora. So again, a mixed media, pre-mixed media background that I actually ended up kind of calming down. And I didn't use gesso, which is a very good thing. Like, it's a good tip to use when you want to do that. I actually just used a little bit of my favorite metallic white acrylic paint and did a very, very thin layer. And it worked perfectly because it was a very bright yellow. And this really helped kind of tone it down and then work with all the layers. And then I got a whole bunch of circles used up, a bunch of stash, which makes me oh so happy. Here's another one for the scrap party this weekend. This was from another design team challenge. And this one was for, I believe it was for the challenge to document, like it was the Prince Charming challenge. So you had to document boys or men in your life. And so I did my oldest and my youngest boy there. And just, this was so cute. Barrett was, I don't know, when he could start to, you know, kind of jibber jabber at that age, 3 months maybe. And Sean would just hold him up, and Barrett just loved to laugh and smile at him, and it was so cute. And this happened every single night before he went to bed, and it was just so cute. So I love this. This is all using some of my stash that I pulled out from my scrap bag. I did that back in January, planning on using a bunch of stuff for my 30 days of sketches, but I've actually almost used all of it within the last little bit. So this is some of that stuff. I combined it together. Another pre-mixed media background, and then I pulled out my ephemera and just kind of did tone on tone, and I feel like it works really well. Even with these kind of random pops, I still feel like it all goes together, and I love this layout. And it wasn't complicated to do. It's just a bunch of different layers of pattern paper with some ephemera kind of tucked in, and it makes me happy, this layout. So, and I love that photo of them. Okay, we are back to another one that is using my How to Kill a Kit with Style with the Color Me Happy collection. It is also combined for Everyday Inspiration, which was the 15th of the month, but I saved this and posted it for my introduction page for Redefine Creative, where we're supposed to scrapbook and create something that represents our style. And I really feel like this is me on a page. I love to use different colors. I love mixed media, especially when I don't have to do it. I love to use layers and sequins, and all of this I just feel like it's me on a page. So I saved it and went ahead and used it for my introduction layout for the Redefine Creative design team, and I'm so happy with how it turned out. I simply took, and you can see, I went and I stitched. I would put like 7 to 10 sequins on one, and I'd overlap it, and then I'd do a crossover and come back. So it was quite time consuming, but I did it color by color from the pattern paper, and I just love this layout. And these photos are so cute. They're happy, they're having fun. I mean, Jackson's kind of looking like, what is happening right now? Why is she hugging me? But Nora is happy and loving it. And then at the very end, she sticks her tongue out, which is something that she just does. And I love how this one turned out. Ugh, I love it. They are indeed best friends. And Confessions of a Paper Addict. So at the end of the month for February, Virginia created a bunch of cut files, which we, like, each design team member had requested for a Build-A-Kit. So all of these are called Build. Oh my goodness, sorry, there is a crazy thing happening out on the road. Build a cut file, and we each got to request our own. So I requested a window seat theme, and I love it. She knocked it out of the park. And so I went ahead and took the main part of the window seat and I stitched it, and then I added in a couple of the other pieces. There's lots of different pieces you can add in. I only use a tiny amount. So I used the coffee cup, the little box, the plants, and the basket, but there were tons of other things you could add. And then I snuck my photo in the actual window, which I just love it. I love this. It's so different, but it's unique, and I still see me in it, and I just absolutely love it. So that is Confessions of a Paper Addict, and there were a bunch. We each got to request one. So if you're interested in that, definitely go check it out on the Etsy shop, because you need all of them. They're all just gorgeous, and so many different ways you can work with them. All right, so back to using my How to Kill a Kit with Style, and this one was, I scrap lifted Sarah, and I used this for the Valentine's Day, or the Love Hop that happened on Valentine's Day this year. And I documented how much they love each other, even though sometimes they can't stand each other. So sibling love. And I literally just scrap lifted Sarah's layout, kind of did a few things to make it my own. Again, using most of the kit, a tiny bit of things that were not, but for the most part, it's all using my How to Kill a Kit with Style. Very easy layout. This came together very quickly, which is nice. And I love how it turned out. I love how most of my layouts turned out. It's been a good month. On to Scrap Lifting Janet from Galaxy Girl. She got 1,000 subscribers this month, or maybe late last month. So to celebrate her, we all did a hop and scrap lifted her. And I chose one where the layout was actually kind of like this. So I rotated it. I didn't do mixed media like she had on hers, but I used another pre-mixed media page, found these fabulous summer photos, used again the pattern papers from my scrap bag that I had pulled, and then added in some food themed stuff and just little bits and pieces all over the place. And I really love how this one turned out. Simplistic but impactful. And this one is for Confessions of a Paper Addict as well. This was my mid-month design team layout, and oh, this one's so cute too. So I used the XO cut file. It's not a new release. It's been in the shop for a while. I just loved how it worked. I used some Rosie Studios that I got from Scrapbook Your Joy, and these cute, adorable photos of Barrett on his first Valentine's Day back in 2019. Did some hand stitching, did some machine stitching, used the cut file, and it just turned out exactly like I wanted it to. So I will say there's been kind of some discussion about if you should really use Rosie Studio paper in cut file machines because it's very thin. It is thin, please don't get me wrong. I think it's thicker than it used to be, but I simply cut it out as if I turn my setting to vellum, and then I think I turn it down a little bit. I know I said it in my voiceover for this particular layout if you're interested in it, but you can always find a way to cut a certain material. You just need to play with your settings. That's my suggestion. So there's that one, my little love. We're almost there, guys. Here's one featuring for Scrapbook Your Joy. And I don't think it was for anything other than Scrapbook Your Joy, if I can remember correctly. But it is this particular year's birthday for Barry. He turned 2, and he didn't blow out his candle. He snuffed it out with his fingers. And it was funny because someone commented like how very COVID of him, right? Like he knew not to blow on it, because that no one's going to do that anymore, right? Who's going to blow out birthday candles now? So anyways, I just thought that was funny, but he's totally fine, but shocked him and all of that. So that's what this is about. That's what the photos are. I did some fussy cutting of a little bit of the pattern, like I've lost my words today, sorry. The 12 by 12, there's a cut apart sheet for like Project Life cards and stuff, and I just used one of them and cut out the cake. My title is Ouch, here's to the birthday boy, with my journaling about what he did. And then lots of little notes about blow out the candle and surprise and all of that, because it's really just talking about how he blew out the candle versus anything else about his birthday. There's that one. Again, another mixed media sheet. Can you see how much I love those things? And here's another one. This is for Spiegel Mom Scraps as well. We were collaborating with Cut to You, so we each got a couple Cut to You cut files to use with the fab foils that are available in the Spiegel Mom Scrap shop. So went ahead and did that, added my sequins on top of it, and then just a bunch of stuff everywhere with the photo of Nora, who got to go to preschool, like real life preschool, and she was so excited. She actually has class today. I'm filming this during the week. I know I kind of made it sound like it was Sunday, but I'm filming this during the week, and she gets to go to preschool, and she's very excited, which is why she keeps coming in and talking to me. And then I backed it with some old paper that I had for something else that I didn't like, but I loved the green, so I felt like it gave a nice little pop there. And I tried very hard to not make this layout ABC themed, because her first 2 layouts about school are all ABC themed. So this one is not. Very happy with how it turned out. I even used some of the bigger sequins here to kind of mimic the banner going on. And I really love how this backpack turned out compared to hers. She's got some sparkle in her own backpack, so I feel like it all tied in together. And again, with the scraps from my scrap bag there. Did we make it? 2 more. We're almost there. This is another one for the She's Crafty. This is using the same Paige Evans line within, of course, a 12 by 12 as well. I love this one. It's so fun and playful. This is her room in our old house. I think she slept in it once before we ended up moving, and all 3 of the kids shared a room. That's just what they wanted to do, and they were young enough, we just let that be. So, and then this became my craft room for a little while, but I had fun playing and decorating it for when she had it for the little bit. But dream room, and I just had fun playing. I can't wait to document her room now. It's coming together. Her room right now is like what I wish my room was like when I was a little girl. So it's fun. I love to document my kids' rooms. I loved my room growing up, and I did all sorts of different things to it, and I don't think I ever took any pictures of it, which makes me so sad. And so I need to make sure that I document that for my kids, because I remember loving it, and if they love it, I want it documented. Lots and lots and lots of stash of fun girly things and just all sorts of stuff. So again, this is from the She's Crafty mini series she's doing, or did. It might be over now. And no process video for this one. And you guys, we've made it dun, 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 to the end. And this, I think, was my very first video for the month, and maybe my favorite layout of the month. It's so much fun. So we all, to celebrate Virginia having her new class, did a rainbow themed cut file at the beginning of the month. I went ahead and did a stencil as well with the little cute coffee mugs, because he's holding a little coffee teething thing. And I used the stitch rainbows that I fussy cut out each one of them, layered them, you see, and then using my How to Kill a Kit with Style, I just added little bits and pieces here and there to wrap it up. But you can still see the adorable photo of Barrett, and rainbow in the theme. Like, there's rainbow, but it's also like blue and green, which is boyish, and I just love this layout. I love everything about it. So there's that one as well. Okay guys, we made it. Let's count how many layouts I created. That is a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 layouts. That was definitely not a quiet month. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to know what your favorite layout of the month of mine was, and I will see you guys all tomorrow because 30 Days of Sketches starts, so you've got 30 days of me. Bye, everyone.